The following information is straight from the pa.gov website and has almost 3.1 million entries. I exported all that information into an Excel sheet, but I was cut off at about 1 million rows, so keep in mind we're working with 1/3 of the whole data set. So the first thing I did was create a column to see if any ballots were mailed out by the government the same day that they were received filled out through the mail by the voter. Turns out about 11,000 were filled out by the voter and returned back to the government the same day the government mailed them out to the voter. I then created a column to see if there were any applications that were approved by the government, mailed out by the government, received by the voter, and then filled out by the voter and mailed back to the government on the same day. And there were 8,205 cases of that. And lastly, I created a column to see if there were any ballots that were received through the mail, filled out before they were even mailed out by the government. There were 7,403 cases of that. Pause the screen to read each definition of the columns. If anyone's able to make sense of these numbers without saying it's fraud, please let me know in the comments. Pennsylvania mail-in ballot data, Part 2. This data comes straight from pa.gov, and we will be holding our phone horizontally for this video. Before I start, I suggest you pause here to read what each mail-in application type means. Here's an overview of everything we're going to go over in this video. Pause if you need to read. On this page, we have the total amount of ballots that the Pennsylvania government sent out through the mail. Here on the left, we have the year the voter was born, the county name that they reside in, their registered party, the congressional district, and the application type. This page shows the amount of ballots that were mailed out by the Pennsylvania government but were never returned. This page shows the amount of ballots that were mailed out by the government and received filled out through the mail by the voter on the same day. This page shows the amount that were approved, mailed out, and received filled out through the mail by the voter on the same day. This page shows the amount that were returned filled out before they were even mailed out. And lastly, this page shows the amount that were returned but were never mailed out. That's all I can fit into this video. I'm not sure if this guy's being serious or a troll, but let's just prove his comment wrong. So let's look at 1 or 2 examples of ballots that were filled out and returned before they were actually mailed out by the Pennsylvania government. So one example is a ballot that was returned, filled out through the mail on October 17th, but it was sent out in the mail on October 19th. Now, to find this example on the Pennsylvania state government website, we're going to need a few things. First, the date of birth. So let's go to the Pennsylvania government website, which has all 3.1 million examples, as seen right here. And we're going to hit the little filter right here, and we're going to enter in that birthday. So we entered that birthday, and now there's only 3 examples. Next, we had a filter for the ballot return date, and in this case, it was 10/17/2020. And look at that, only one result comes up, and the ballot was returned 10/17/2020. Ballot was mailed out 10/19/2020, straight from the government website. Feel free to fact check any of the ones on the screen, and if you want, I can send you a file with all of them. Stop trying to discredit ballot information.